Alright, so here's what we got going on today. I'm ready for brake lines. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm ready for brake lines. So we need to start plumbing our brake lines here. I gotta set the fender with the slosh tub in it so I can run my brake line around it. I would mount these up permanently, but I can't because I'm waiting on my ultimate header. So it comes past my steering linkage, so I need to set the steering linkage up and put the header on. So the header's holding us up. We had to go with the special header. And so anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and just set this fender up here in slosh tub. We're just gonna kind of bolt it in place. I got the fender over here. I'll put the slosh tub in it. Got everything lined out, ready to go. And let's see how this thing up there. So I wish I would have mental noted this, because I wouldn't even took the time to lock this back up. So check it out here. Look at this. I don't have to worry about nothing. We're all good. Hell right. Brake line. So what I got set up is to run brake line on 2 vehicles. You guys haven't been following the Suburban build over here. So we got a 1968 Chevy Suburban that I have completely built from the frame up, all scratch. So I'm at the same point on this truck as I am this truck. We're ready to run brake lines on both. I'll give you a little sneak peek here. Don't mind the blue, we're just mocking up some seats. We're gonna put 4 buckets in it.
Talk about the channel.
You want to talk about the channel?
Yeah.
Okay, you want help? Okay, we're gonna get you. Here we go. Okay guys, me and Parker's been talking and we want to ask for your help. Here's what we need. We need you to comment on where you want this channel to go after the Gas Monkey series. We are a full-blown collision repair auto body shop. Have techs at work over here in this department that do collision repair. We do industrial work, also like FedEx work, different things like that we might be cutting the box off that truck, deer hits, all that. I got techs, so I run around with my head cut off, and we don't video film any of that. I do all the painting, so I run around with my head cut off. I build myself, not for me, I customer build for myself, for people. 2 to 3 resto mods a year from the frame up, which is what we have going on here. These are frame ups. This is all me. I support my techs, order their parts, I do all the painting, do things like that. So I run around with my head cut off most of the time. I don't have time for a lot of the goofiness that you guys probably want to see. So what we want to know is, where do you want this channel to go? We wasn't expecting the amount of subscribers, the viewers, none of it, but here we are. We want to keep you going. Parker, he wanted to do this, so we're rolling with it. What do you want to see? Do you want to see, number 1, do you want to see the raw, uncut, everything mashed together, give you a video every 7 to 10 days? Number 2, keep it in series. So we're gonna keep it in series, keep it there, or number 3, we'll do it all. We'll do every bit of it. We'll do series still yet, but once a week we'll just drop you like a quick vlog update, maybe you know, a little 15-minute video, and bam, 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 bam. So that's our 3 choices. Comment, comment, comment. We need to know what you want, where you want this channel to head, what you expect from me, You see me all the time. What you expect from me? Comment. We are asking you. We are begging you. Comment, 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 comment. If there's any video equipment, any microphones, any video equipment for YouTube that you think that is going to help us out and make your viewing pleasure even better, please comment. Here's the Suburban that you just seen. It's almost done. We're taking it to prize. And if you want to ride along here in 2 weeks, ride along. Check it out. You just seen raw covers. I got them painted. So this is the stuff that you don't see. So we'll give you all of it if you want. We need your feedback. Give us your feedback, please. Comment, comment, comment. Do it to it. Okay, I got our brake lines all set up. See here, we have our Speedway motors, brake line kit. We buy, we keep that in stock. We also have all of our brake line tools, fittings, flares, all that good stuff. And we're gonna get set up here and we're gonna start running some brake lines. Okay, so while we're here, I decided to go ahead and set up our shifter linkage, low car shifter linkage. Comes on the column, installs on the column. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that mocked up, and then I'm gonna go with my steering linkage, kind of get that mocked up. As long as I'm waiting on his headers, and I'm kind of scared that I might get a little too far ahead of myself with these brake lines, and it just won't look right. So I'm gonna get a lot of this hooked up, and the only thing that we'll be waiting on is headers. So that's where I'm at. Look at this. We install these on every C10 that we build. I say C10, hell, we installed it on Impala. We built, Chevelle we built, pretty much everything that we built. So it ain't our first rodeo. A lot of times I gotta take this that they send with the kit, cut it, grind it, refabricate it, weld it, and then bolt it with this dude. Okay, so I cut my first piece of stock, and I cut the thing too short. So anyway, it's just part of it. Got a longer one, and I got this one made that goes here, notched it. That way we can get our bolt through there. So let's. Okay, so we waiting on headers. We've got headers. UPS just ran. So let's get these unboxed, that way we can try to get these brake lines and this steering hooked up here. So, bam! Let's open this dude up. Let's sit you right over here. All right, so we got the headers in. Had to do a little dimple die on it. Get it cleared with the steering linkage. We got the steering linkage lined out. Finally, we're gonna take it all apart. I'm gonna put some final welds on it and get it all painted up. See, we We had to dimple die this because we won't be able to get that header out unless we do that. But if you see here, I got my spot wells tacked in right there. And then that's our steering linkage. So we'll be able to run the brake lines now, finish them up, get that dude wet. While I was jacking around with this steering linkage the last day and a half, we went ahead and pulled our new Entropy radiator out of the box. And I got it mounted up. A couple bolts, had to drill just a few holes. So, all right, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pull all this apart and I'm going to get everything painted up. So, we'll see you here in a few. So we got our headers ceramic coated. We'll have to heat them up a little bit yet, but down to our final install on our headers and steering linkage. I got the brake lines ran while we were ceramic coating these headers. So the brake lines are done. They're hooked up, and we're gonna give this a bench bleed. Once we get all this hooked up, we'll give the bench bleed there, and we'll get the brakes wet. So you get to see us do that. So I'm gonna try to get these things fit up in there without scratching them and get this finally fit. So this is the bracket that I made. You guys seen me earlier. So we put a final weld all the way around it. And our double D shaft goes through that. And that's what everything sits there and rides on for our steering. So we'll get this put back in here right quick with our alignment shim. Some brakes. So even though this was wet, the original one, the fluid's been drained out of it for who knows how long. So I'm gonna go back in, I'm gonna bench bleed this, but I'm not gonna bench bleed it. We're going to bench bleed it on the car because I don't want to take all it back off. I'm just gonna pop the two lines off right here. Then we'll hook our bleeder lines up to that. Cameraman, he's going to get in and he's going to slowly push the pedal in and out. We'll bench bleed it. We'll lay a bunch of towels and stuff down here so the fluid don't go everywhere. And then after we have it bench bleeded, I'll hook these two lines back up, and then we will start the vacuum process of vacuum bleeding the brakes out. Once we vacuum bleed the brakes out, then cameraman will get back inside. He will pressurize the system and he will push fluid through at least twice per each caliper, and then we will let them sit for 4 or 5 days and we will check for leaks. So let's see if we can get going here. Yeah, that ain't been off in a while. Woo! Okay. There we have that. Alright, there's that. Let me get my bleeder lines. So you see the air pushing every time he does that? In, out, boom. See the air coming out of there? Man, this one here looks like it's already pushed it. There it comes. So this is what we're getting rid of, is all that air right there. Typically you'd put this, take this off, put it in a vise, which we still could, but it's faster just do it right here, right now. on the truck, but so that actually primes this master cylinder. So once he gets that pushed through, it'll take probably about 200 pumps, in my opinion. His leg will be numb, be tired. Then I'll hook it up and we'll start doing some vacuum. See this rag? Maybe throw it away when I'm done. It's got brake fluid all in it. You never get that brake fluid out. Don't wipe anything down next time. Even after you wash it. Would be a good idea. I got our vacuum booster, I got our vacuum bleeder. Snap on edge here. I got our vacuum bleeder hooked up here. It sucks really bad. It sucks really bad. So we have 2 ports on our Willard Woods. You know, you have this side, this cavity here, it fills up with fluid. You have this side, this other cavity here that fills up with fluid. They are connected at the bottom and at the top. So what we're going to do is we're going to start on this side. And we're going to give it a little bit of suction, pull fluid up into this cavity, and we'll stop and we'll go to this side. We'll pull fluid up, and then we'll stay on this side here because this side here will automatically pull up. So I'm going to go ahead and just crack it because I know that our lines are completely empty, and we're going to leave it like that. Just give it a second to gravity feed itself for a minute. Sometimes you get lucky gravity feeding. 95% of the time you don't. So see, that thing's got a fancy little hook right there made out of plastic. A little break and a heartbeat if you're careless. Really good sign. I'm gonna shut this bad boy off right here. Now I'm gonna set it up right here on that side. Damn, that thing went quick.